right now, just in case. I don't even know if you can see me or whatever, but like what I am attempting to do is update my blog, I guess, from my website, because that's what you're supposed to do. Something. Ugh. YouTube is not receiving a video to maintain smooth stream. Open a widget. Not sure exactly how to correct that. Mm, I really should have like a countdown. Hey, it's about to go live. While I 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all that stuff, you know. October, I believe we are 19th, 20. Oops, 25. Let's update. Art. I wish that I had some live footage, you know? I should start taking my camera everywhere as I go so that I could actually have. Well. It's actually working. Unbelievable. So now I publish. I think that's how I do things. Okay. So now I'm basically live. It's October 17th. I just got, it's still going on right now, but it is I was invited to partake in this slam poetry thing. I'm not a poet, you know, so, but it was very interesting. I thoroughly loved it, I think. Um, it was hosted by a cultural group affirmation, right? It was Marie Therese who invited me. So it's called FISPA, FISPA, the Festival of the International Festival of Slam Poetry in Acadia. So francophone speaking, even though like I am not a very good French speaking, but there were these great poets that spoke with such eloquence, and it's like their whole life is this poetry, which I love. You know, they It's like me. My whole life is art, but their whole life it's like a whole other world I was exposed to. And it, I was so impressed by that world. Um, the world that I have very little knowledge about, but here's what I can say I've learned. This poetry is not, there's rhythm in it, and then there's meaning and language, but it's not like traditional poetry where it's all like, what do you call that? When there's they choose certain words. I forget what it's. I'm so tired. I am just beat. I'm exhausted because of this thing. I'm not used to staying up late at night. I don't know how people can do this. I honestly don't know. Anyways, so it's an art in and of itself, and there's a lot of passion in it and a lot of performance um, in the art of speaking words. Um, I would like to be able to tell you some names of some people that I've seen there. Uh, they're like it's international, so there's like people from all over the world. Let's see. And I'm sure maybe you've if anybody's watching this, maybe they've actually heard of it. Let's see. The French Alliance of Moncton. Uh, that happened at the Crown Plaza last Friday. I didn't go to a lot of these things. Mm, at the beginning, the very beginning night, they had a group of female poets, women, who uh, like they spoke about the invisibility of women in public spaces. And so, and unfortunately, I couldn't understand French very well, and this sophisticated French, so um, I can't tell you what they've said. Uh, and the lieutenant governor was there for the opening night, which happened on that Friday, I believe, at the University of Moncton. Let me see, lieutenant governor. I'm terrible with names. I don't remember people's names, but like it's international. So the lieutenant governor of New Brunswick came in, and she had Louise Imbolt. He had his uniform on and everything. So somebody from Africa nudged me and was like, who is this person? I'm like, it's Lieutenant Governor. And they're like, who is she was a former journalist in Radio Canada. Um, and he's like, what? Oh, yeah, a representative of the king is here. Uh, it's a thing that we do, I guess. I thought that was. It's like, yeah, 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 yeah. We do that. And there were some other politicians there. I don't remember who they are. I'm so sorry. Oh, I am a terrible journalist, and anybody who wants to record anything of specialness, I don't remember names. Okay, um, I'm not very good at languages. I can't remember names. I think it's like a part of my brain that may have been damaged. Okay, and I'm thinking I know exactly when that happened. I was playing ice hockey, and there were several times because I was a young kid, I fell down backwards and hit the back of my head because we didn't have helmets. Hit the back of my head on the ice, and everything went blank. That happened more than once, and now I don't remember names. That's my excuse, anyways. Um, Okay, so yeah, so that was the first night. Okay, that was the first experience of slam poetry, which I didn't even know what that was. Okay, and I just learned about it after, and or during that whole time, and the theme was on permaculture. Um, but I think it was a play on words. It's not just permaculture; it's permanent culture, and how as a global family we are changing. Cultures are alive and they change, right? So that's what that's all about, or something like that, as far as I can understand. I'm not very good at this. So my contribution was to do a performance art, which I kind of there's other performance artists there. We have a special time that was segmented just for our contribution to permaculture and everything else. But also I wrote and participated. I wrote a slam poet poem, I think it's called, and participated and put it up there, which I thought was very interesting. Um, what else can I say about it? So met some great people there, ate some great food. And Johnny, what is his name? See, I know his name is Johnny. I don't remember his last name. It's Vietnamese, and he guided on how to eat food and how food can tell a story, how it contains memories, you know, and he shared his memories and how we've put our memories in, and that's a type of art. It's not just eating for sustenance; it's sharing that story and how that bridges. Like even though he's from Vietnamese and he's serving Vietnamese inspired food, they we have the same ingredients, maybe with a different flavor and stuff like that. But it was it was very good, anyways, because he served lobster. There's lobster and there's like a stew, Vietnamese and also I guess Canadian inspired. Um, Diversity. The it was celebrating. It was celebrating diversity, you know, and in that diversity, there's no need to be afraid of this idea of replacement, because it's a culture that we're alive. It's not. It's changing, but then there's always things that remain the same because we're all human beings. For God's sake, we all need the same things, but there's this paranoia, and I don't think they talk about this so much, but I talk about it, but because I'm mostly online, and this video is online, and we need, unfortunately, we need to market our art, and we need the internet, and if we want to survive. Anyways, oh, it's a whole thing. How online there's a victimization story that's being weaponized, used to spread fear that your culture is being replaced, like as if as if we're all aliens, or some of us are aliens and completely have different needs than another person. We all have the same bloody needs, we all need clean water. We all need a safe place to be. We all need to express ourselves. uh, It's so ridiculous. Don't be so afraid, you know? The differences are only like on the surface level. We're more alike than we are different. I mean, we're all going to live and we're all going to die. What we do in between that, why would you want to control others and spread fear? Why? Why would you want to do that? Anyways, um, so that's what I've been doing. I have another commitment of art that I have to do. I have to paint a mural. So I'm be working on that, but also working on the roof because it is getting colder, and I need to make my house. This facade behind me is not my house. It's a, it's a stage. It's all an illusion, all to trick you. I guess that's all that I can say. Like, I'll update. I wish I had some more behind the scenes. I have to start recording more so that I can share what I'm doing on my website. If I want to be a successful artist and I want to stop being a starving artist, I have to engage more with this digital world and promote more. I just got to figure out how to set up cameras so that it's not so intrusive in my life. How do you do that? I have no idea. All right, I got to figure that out. This is one step. I'm doing this. I'm talking about exactly what I've done, and I was so tired at the end of the day. I didn't feel like by the time I got home, I go to sleep around 7 p.m. and I have like a 12-hour sleep. It's probably not healthy, so I was told. But I need that. I need all of that rest. And if I don't get it, I'm useless to everyone. Hmm. And it's not enough to put something out there like this isn't good enough. I should be writing it out and making it more meaningful, you know, and more engaging, more charismatic, more artistic. This isn't enough. Just me talking. If I want to be successful, I got to put more into it. I gotta mindfully do this, not mindlessly do this. All right, I'm out.